RA, there is an increased background rate of cardiovascular risk. Is it also the case for atopic dermatitis?
No one knows because we don't have long-term studies and enough patients, but it's possible. You just don't know.
I was referring to the background risk of cardiovascular disease, like the RA patients, even though they are not treated, they are at risk of developing cardiovascular disease. Is there some similar background risk also in atopic dermatitis?
No, atopic patients don't have elevated MACE or heart attack, cardiovascular stroke risk. They don't. That's never been shown.
Okay. Hello. Sorry, it just cut. I didn't hear your last sentence.
Oh, it's never been shown that atopic patients have MACE risk.
Okay. And so when you refer to the safety issues, what are they specifically, or which of those safety issues particularly concerns you and could prevent using JAK inhibitors?
Venous thromboembolism, opportunistic infection, zoster, maybe malignancy.
Okay. Okay, so all of them, basically.
Yeah, they're all real.
Okay.
It's not a drug class to be, flippant about. You have to be respectful of it.
Yeah. No, but I was trying to cluster the diseases a little bit. What could be just attributed to rheumatology and potentially avoided in dermatology or less of a concern?
That's possible, but it's going to be very hard to prove that point.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And the other point you made is about the doses. How would you think that? I understood that you believe the FDA would not approve the higher doses. For Rinvoq particularly, how do you think about the efficacy of the 50 milligram in atopic dermatitis? Is it sufficient?
Yeah, it's sufficient. It's a good dose.
Okay.
It's probably like Dupixent.
With the 50 milligram already?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. So what? I have trouble understanding why AbbVie filed the 30 milligram in the first place.
Because they think it's better, and they want a competitive advantage from an efficacy standpoint.
Right. Okay. Okay. And what about if we look at deucravacitinib specifically in psoriasis? What's your perception of their results of their phase 3 trial in psoriasis?
Very positive.
Okay.
That's a very different drug. That drug seems to be not your typical JAK inhibitor. Does not warrant the same label. It works well through 24 weeks. Works even better than its primary endpoint. It does not require blood tests. So, in a fair world, it will not get a JAK inhibitor label.
Okay. And do you anticipate it to get a JAK inhibitor label?
I don't know. Hard to say. 50-50.
Okay. And so why 50-50?
Because the FDA might view it as an unknown commodity and there's not enough data. So they might view it much like they view JAKs. They just don't know enough. And when they don't know enough, they're going to make it a very restrictive use until they know more. So there's a possibility they get a very unfriendly label because they do block the JAK kinase.
Okay. And what would be the possibility for them not to provide then a JAK label to deucravacitinib?
It's a 50% chance.